my mother, or I hate my father. These people keep telling me what to do, and I hate them. I just cannot stand to be around my son or my daughter. Why, and what's the solution? Or how can you love them? Why our kids can make us anything and we love it. We're able to search for love even if there isn't necessarily liking. The most common example of this I can't tell you the number of times I've heard teenagers say, I hate my mother, or I hate my father. But of course they love them. What they mean is, right now I'm trying to individuate. I'm trying to have autonomy, and I'm trying to make my own individual decisions, and they may be wrong decisions. And these people keep telling me what to do. They keep trying to clip my wings and keep me boxed up, and I hate them. And they mean it. They really mean it. They hate them with that ferocity that you would hate someone who was keeping you in jail or locking you in the basement. Because when we're young, especially in our teenage years, that striving for freedom really feels like that. That we just want to burst out. And I've heard many parents of teenagers say, you know what? I love them, but I just cannot stand to be around my son or my daughter right now. Like I do not like the person they are becoming. So that's the most common situation where it arises. And always they end up back not only in love, but they end up liking each other again in a few months, a few years. It's not a very long process. But I think it happens also in other of our relationships where, especially on spiritual levels, where we are really working to feel love for as many beings as we can. You know, the practice of love is a deep, deep spiritual practice. Teachings and commands, love all, feed all, serve all. These are really common teachings that spiritual masters give. Love all. It's the teaching that Jesus Christ gave in the Bible as well. I mean, it's not only teachings that we get in our Hindu scriptures, but they're really across the board general spiritual teachings. Love all. Well, but if you don't even know everyone, how can you possibly like them if you don't even know them? And therefore, how can you love them? But the teaching on that deep spiritual level is not, well, I need to know you so then I like you. And then if I like you a lot, maybe it becomes love. But it's, I recognize that you are one with God. And I love God, therefore I love you. Like I love every blade of grass. Like I love every tree. Like I love every drop of water. Because I love the Creator. It's like, imagine you've got a 3-year-old and your 3-year-old goes off to nursery school. And at nursery school, they draw pictures and your 3-year-old comes home with a piece of construction paper with scribbles drawn all over it. And you say, oh my God, that's so beautiful. Wow. And you put that up on the fridge or you frame it in your office. Now, anyone else would walk by and say, what is that? Like it's a piece of construction paper and scribbles. It's nothing. It's not even attractive. But to you, you love it. Why? Because you love the Creator of it. And since you love the Creator, you love the creation. It's why our kids can make us anything and we love it. an art project, a painting, a drawing. The reason that I give you these stories is because one of the ways that we would love someone without liking them is on a very deep spiritual level where we love the Creator, we love God. We recognize that everyone has been created not just by but of the divine. And therefore, every aspect of the creation is that which we aim to, we work to, feel love for. So that's one way. I might not even know you. But if my spiritual practice is going well, I should be able to love you, even without knowing you. Because I love God. And I should be able to see God in you, like you see your child in the scribbles on your fridge. And so it makes you smile with love. The other way is much more the way of the parents and the teenagers, where you're in a specific personal relationship with someone. You know you love them, but there's aspects of that person, of their behavior, of their choices, that you really don't like. And that's okay. Just because you love someone doesn't mean that you have to always like them or that you have to like their actions. What's important is that you're able to keep anchoring in love, because in love you can see them as soul to soul rather than just as physical body to physical body. And so, especially in someone with whom you do have a deep relationship, a lifetime relationship, parents to children, hopefully spouses to each other, siblings to each other. Far too many people have this, not so much in India, thankfully, but in America, so many people you talk to say, oh yeah, I haven't spoken to my brother in 30 years, or haven't spoken to my father in 20 years. And people just, they cut off relationships with a really tragic frequency and a tragic ease, that there's something that someone does that they don't like, that hurts them. And so they cut off the relationship. One of the things that's so beautiful, I think, about Indian and kind of Eastern culture in general, with that emphasis on the family, is that we're able to search for love even if there isn't necessarily liking. And it doesn't mean we approve of what each other does. It doesn't mean we support it. But it means that we're able to find a love that exists even when liking doesn't exist. Because a lot of times liking, as I said, it's temporary. Your kid is acting out, they're being obnoxious, they're running with the wrong crowd, they're trying on a new personality that doesn't fit them so well. They're going through a stage of rebellion. Whatever it may be. But it's a stage. It's a phase. And when we can really hold anchored in love, then we get through those phases still together, rather than losing and breaking these bonds of love. So yeah, absolutely you can. Don't worry if that happens in your life.